I will admit it. For the past few months, I've been in somewhat of a block. I've had trouble coming up with the words to describe the nature of this block, but it's a block nonetheless. It's almost like I've been hesitant about being myself. Like everything that made me has been called into question. Ideas do not exist in a vacuum. They link together and interweave amongst each other. And so when one idea gets critically examined and rejected, the cascade that follows seems all-consuming. A few months ago, I decided to start writing things out more. I've developed a sort of digital commonplace journal in my Evernote. I've tasked myself with the job of writing out an autobiographical timeline, starting with my birth and going through every significant event or period I can remember up to the present day. I have it quasi-color coded, with schooling periods in one color, choral items in another, etc. Every once in a while, I'll remember another thing that I may think I might find important later in life and add it to the timeline. The main goal I had for the timeline was to be able to ascertain more precisely how I came to be who I am. I haven't been able to yet. Not that I expected to do so quickly, of course, but I suppose it'll be years before I'm seriously able to answer the question, who the hell am I? One thing I know for certain is that I have definitely not always been a clear thinker. I've had a couple of hot-headed periods in my life of which I'm not proud. The first one was a period of biting cynicism, partly an effort to prevent my character from being too remolded in the new setting in which I've been placed. The second came essentially immediately after the first, when I was mad at myself for being so wrong and determined to show other people how they were wrong too. As I've cooled off, I've found myself not entirely focused on my mental well-being. It took a couple of suicides around me to realize it, but I did realize that I didn't feel completely whole. I've had trouble figuring out how to be whole again, but I think I may have figured it out now. I haven't been entirely forthcoming to everyone currently and formerly close to me. Part of it is just that I'm an introvert and I'm inherently prone to keep myself to myself. Part of it is also that I've been hesitant to disappoint people or hurt their feelings. I've come to realize, though, and I can't believe I'm actually about to quote Cora here, is that I've tried so hard to disappoint no one that I've ended up disappointing everyone. It's time I stop holding back, I think. I certainly don't want to become hot-headed again, but I don't want to keep myself a closed book either. Something tells me figuring out one's true character is more of a group effort. To my childhood church, with love. Thank you for all the kindness you bestowed upon me from an early age. I do appreciate the role you played in making me who I am. However, I am no longer able to associate myself with you. This, whatever this is my farewell address to you. I am an atheist. I do not believe in the existence of God. I do not believe in the veracity of the Bible. I do not believe in the veracity of religion in general. I cannot, in good conscience, call myself a Christian. I am a wholly secular being. I found it hard to reshape myself around it, mainly because my musicianship owes itself to the church, and so it's taken me 5 years to tell you. I made the mistake of telling my parents too soon, I think. I didn't allow myself time to wrap my head around it fully before blurting my anger at them. I do regret keeping you in the dark for so long, but I needed to find a few light switches myself before I could make a full disclosure, if you'll forgive the elongation of the metaphor. You will not be seeing me around the church anymore, at all. If you want to reconnect with me on a personal basis, I will not be against that, so long as it's not for the purpose of finding a lost sheep, as the disgusting biblical metaphor goes. I will not hold it against you if you do not care to associate with me anymore either. I don't want you to think that I'm lost at all. I'm not. I do have a drive for my life. There's no reason for you to think otherwise. I will be going through a long and arduous process of rebranding myself for the next few years, but I assure you I will make it out the other end. I promise. My name is Jesse David Sykes. I'm a musician, a developer, and an all-around Renaissance man. I hope to make my mark on the world soon.